Come on in, everyone. Gather round, take a seat, because it's time to let you in on a little secret. That's right. A lot of you are struggling, especially those of you who just got your Darth Revans. Welcome to the meta, and everyone else has a faster Bastila Fallen than you, or there's that one or two people who have that faster Bastila Fallen, and man, if that corrupted battle meditation gets up before you get a chance to, it's going to be very hard to win that battle. Now, there's options. You can put Yoda in, try to get some tenacity up, but you don't want to use Yoda. How can I make this work without magicking 25 secondary speed mods on every single set for my characters? Well, I've got a secret to share with you today on how you can make just that happen. Let's go! All right, my friends, like I said, today we're talking about how you can beat faster Darth Revan teams, and in particular, faster Bastila Fallens who are going to try to get corrupted battle meditation on you. And the way that we are going to counter this is with tenacity and with critical damage on Darth Malik in particular. I'll get into the specifics of how that works, but before I do that, we have got Grand Arena Championships coming up, my friends. A lot of you guys are getting ready to top the leaderboards. And to do that, I highly recommend that you check out Pimpo. I've got a description below. You can have a full roster facelift on mods, or he will go in and optimize every single mod you've got to be in the best place possible in his view. He's done this for, I think, over 400 or 500 accounts now, including CG Carry, and so I definitely recommend that you guys check him out if you're interested down below. All right, so let's get into this. I'm super excited to share this with you guys because this could be a very valuable solution for you. In fact, I'm kind of hesitant to share this with you, to be honest. I want all of you to have this information, but I want to shield this from my arena server mates, because I actually have the fastest Bastila Fallen in my shard, and so this is not going to benefit me much. If you've got the fastest Bastila Fallen, you don't need this, but for 99% of us who don't have the fastest Bastila Fallen, this is going to be very valuable info for you. And so it's going to focus on putting a ton of tenacity on either Bastila Fallen, Darth Revan, or both, and then I'll talk about crit damage on Darth Malik here at the end of the video and what that can do for you. And so check out this battle, and this comes from my buddy NVR24 who told me about this. Huge props to NVR24. And I'm pausing this battle right at the beginning. So look, the other teams, Darth Revan and Bastila Fallen, go first, and you can see here right at the beginning of Bastila Fallen's turn on the other team, everybody gets the corrupted battle meditation except for who? Bastila Fallen. Now, how much tenacity does she have, you ask? You want to have at least 100% tenacity on her. That should be pretty attainable. This Bastila in particular has quite a bit more than that. They've added plus 107% tenacity. That's a full-blown tenacity set. He still has 260 speed on her. That's a pretty god tier stat to hit, being perfectly frank, having that much speed and tenacity. But it's not necessary to have that speed. What's going to be important more than anything is that you have the tenacity so that your Bastila Fallen can get out there and still influence the field of play with her debuffs. All right, so I'm going to play this battle here, and we'll see how the rest of this goes through. Now, you notice Bastila Fallen does still get some of those debuffs. That's because some of them aren't resistible. Tenacity is not going to work against those debuffs that are going to apply from when Bastila Fallen, for example, she gets fear up there. When that fear expires, you have a slew of debuffs that come on you, and those aren't resistible. I think Ferocity is the same way, and so it's not going to keep her clean through the match, but you're definitely going to see an improvement on how often you are getting a corrupted battle meditation on you. And you can see here she's got the debuffs out there, and it's going to really just dramatically influence how well they're able to do in this battle. Kind of removes the importance of that speed in so many ways if you're able to get that tenacity high enough. Now, I can hear you guys now that, oh, I don't have enough tenacity. I mean, to me, the reason why I like this a bit better is when it comes to the speed, 1 point of speed could make the biggest difference in the world. You could have the best speed mods imaginable, but somebody on your shard has 1 point speed faster than you. And because they have 1 point speed faster than you, it's not going to matter. In this case, you just need to have solid tenacity. If somebody has a little bit more tenacity than you, it doesn't matter. You need to just have that tenacity out there so that you're resisting that Corrupted Battle Meditation, because that is what just completely destroys you. And even if the other Bastila has that corrupted or that tenacity on her, maybe you're going to have a hard time getting Corrupted Battle Meditation on her, but it will at least even the playing field, because you're fighting from behind so much when you get that Corrupted Battle Meditation and they don't, if that makes sense. All right, so now let's look at this in reverse. I'm going to show you another battle here. Where Darth Revan is the character who has the tenacity and not Bastila Fallen. And I'm pausing this again right at the beginning here where Bastila Fallen takes a turn. And you can see here, all three characters have Corrupted Battle Meditation on them except for, or all the characters except for Darth Revan and Darth Malak. Bastila Fallen even has it here. Now, I want to have both Bastila Fallen and Darth Revan tenacity driven if possible. But just see how this plays out here. I'm starting it again with Darth Revan being able to resist that. So what that enables your Darth Revan to do is get that fear out there. He's going to be able to take advantage of his AoE and all those debuffs that come with that. Just being able to do something with debuffs with either Darth Revan or Bastila Fallen makes quite a big difference. Now, in this video in particular, this Darth Revan has 130% tenacity total. Again, it's pretty high. To make this reliable, you're going to need to have a very high amount of tenacity. The higher, the better. At least 100% is what you want to shoot for on both characters. The higher you are, though, the less you're going to see that tenacity not work, if that makes sense. Because there is still going to be a chance that you get that Corrupted Battle Meditation on them. Which leads me to, kind of a final point on this tenacity stuff is, at the end of the day, it's still better to have the speed. I'm not going to pretend like this is the hear-all to say-all, but for those of you who just can't find that speed, going all in on the tenacity is probably going to be a better option for you because it's at least more attainable. It's not going to come down to just a single point of speed. All right, and then I'm showing you another battle here. Now, this is not a super practical scenario here, but check this out. 3-on-5. And Darth Revan and Bastila, the whole team actually is going to go before NVR24's team is able to go here. Now, so he's outsped in every facet. Now, what the difference maker is in this battle is he has got crit damage on this Gear 12 Darth Malak, which gives him enough DPS, even though he's battling from behind, to actually come back and win this battle. Now, I'm looking at this footage now. If I didn't know he was going to win, I'd be like, there's no way that he's going to win this, but he is able to. Now, something to illustrate here is, number one, this isn't the practical scenario to run. Like, I'm not telling anybody here to go 3-on-5 against these mirror matches because you got some crit damage on your Darth Malak. No, that's no. That's not what I'm saying here. But what it is illustrating is, look, they were outgunned. They started, everybody went before them. And because this Malak had enough damage on him, he was able to come back and basically single-handedly win this match. And so as the tenacity is valuable, so too is the crit damage. Now, this Malak in particular doesn't even have the max amount of crit damage. He has got 192% crit damage. Ideally, put 222%. That's the max amount of crit damage you can put. Go ahead and shoot for that stat instead, along with the tenacity, and both are great ways to mitigate the speed problem that you have where you're being outsped, the debuffs are on you, and there's just nothing you can do. All right, and then closing this out here, I'm showing you one last battle here where you have both high tenacity Darth Revan and Bastila Fallen. You see here, it actually looks like he gets both first turns, but it's because fear is landed on Bastila Fallen. So look here, he's going to do Insanity on Darth Revan. Bastila technically gets a turn, and the Corrupted Battle Meditation goes out there, but both Darth Revan and Bastila resist that, and then you'll see how the rest of the battle plays out. So technically, Bastila Fallen got to go first, even though she lost her turn, and even when she loses her turn, she's able to do that Corrupted Battle Meditation. So, my friends, I really hope this video is helpful for you. The most discouraging thing that I've ran into in the current meta is a single point of speed can be the difference maker. And while I still feel like speed is the best option, having your Bastila Fallen get out of the gate first is preferred. If you are able to get enough tenacity on your Bastila Fallen or your Darth Revan or both and some crit damage on your Malak, it will make a huge difference in how possible it is for you to win these matches, especially when you get corrupted battle meditation landed on you at the very beginning of the battle. It just inhibits your ability to do so many things. So if you can even at a bare minimum resist that with either Darth Revan or Basila, it just lets you get off your feet and running, and just dramatically increases the chance you have of winning those matches. Let me know down in the comments below, anyone who tries this out. I want to hear if this works for you. Definitely give me feedback down below on what your experiences are. I'm wanting to get this out there so that you guys can have more success, especially because a lot of you guys just recently got your Darth Revan teams unlocked and soon to be Malak, hopefully, and I'll be sure to post a guide on how you can beat that Malak event, which is quite a bit harder than the Darth Revan event, to be honest. So again, let me know what you think down in the comments below, and if this video was helpful for you, if you found this helpful, be sure to leave a like. Manifest your appreciation in digital form, because believe it or not, that actually helps the channel, and so I would really appreciate it. And as always, my brothers, don't forget
my dead body. Sorry about the mess.